The other day, I was chatting with a friend about the amount of time it actually takes to create any video, be it 1 minute, be it 30 minutes. There's a lot of time that goes into putting these videos into, well, reality. So today, I want to show you really quick the behind the scenes to my 50 years of Dooney and Bourke. Let's get into it. First, we gotta get all these bags together. So let's talk about the collection. First things first, we gotta get all the bags out. So I had to make sure I walk around the whole entire house to grab all the bags, because not all the bags live in the closet. But once we're taking them out, bags don't really photograph well without a little structure. And some of these bags have structure, some of them do not. So beyond putting the dust bag in the bag so I don't have to go hunting for it, I had to grab a couple of towels, a couple of t-shirts, anything to make sure that the bag had really good structure and can stand on its own while being recorded and while being photographed. So was that a lot of work? It was a lot of work. Squishing and squashing and making sure that the handles stay upright or the handles go down. And let's just say this, unpacking every bag out of the dust bag, that is major work. It's not just you pull it out, you call it a day. Now, all the bags typically have something in them. Like I keep something in the bag so that they have their form at all times and don't get those really wonky creases and things. But for this particular project, it was, let me make sure that they drape well, that it sits well. So a lot went into just getting them set up on the table. And then we had to arrange them. So once we've got them all unpacked, now it becomes, how do I line them up so that as we're moving through the collection, we could see pretty much every single one. So clutches and things of that nature, yeah, they're tiny. Wallets are tiny. All the small accessories. So it's going from the biggest bags in the back and bringing the smallest bags up front. And when I thought I had it all down, well, obviously, you look at it through the lens of the camera and you may have to make just a few adjustments. Now, the plus of being a photographer is that we look for angles. So I'm always looking for the angles and how the colors coordinate with each other. And I set up all of my photography that way, be it for families or for inanimate objects, right? So when it came to getting the handbags together, there was an idea of, let me make sure we put the darkest darks in the back, so black is going in the back. We're thinking of the color wheel. I am thinking of patterns, and then I'm also thinking of size. And sometimes you have to place the bag in a spot for you to recognize is either going to work or is not going to work. So for those of you who have ever done any kind of magazine shoot or any kind of product shoot, and I hate to use the word shoot, but we'll say campaign, then you understand that not everybody stays where they are in the initial arrangement. You're moving and grooving and you're checking it out and you're looking at stuff. So no, this is not just, I'm gonna throw all these bags on the table and let it ride. It is, does it look visually appealing? And does it work for the story I am recording and telling. Yeah, there's some thought in this. Like I said before, I'm a photographer and we're also empty nesters. So I typically do a lot of work out of the house if I'm not at my client's house or somewhere on location. So having a backdrop up is not unusual for my home, and dragging my office desk into the main room is also not unusual. You do what you do. So I'll have an idea as to what I want to record, and I can see it in my head. Sometimes it comes out the way I want to come out, and other times it does not. So the good thing is not having little ones around the house is, we could take any of these spaces and we will create a recording studio at any time of the day, and honestly all year round. So I knew I wanted a little bit of light hitting on the handbags and wanting to get things together. So as you can see here, I am still stuffing these bags because what I want to do first is photograph all of the still shots. I like to do things in batches. I want to get everything that needs to be a still image done, and then I'm going to then turn around and record all the things that need to be recorded. The back and forth, yeah, that's a lot of time right there. That's a lot of time. So once we get all of the bags stuffed and lined up for their photo session, then we get to working. So I do my lay flats first, and for this particular video and the videos in this, if you will, series, I like a good lay flat. Everything is laying flat on a surface, and then we coordinate all of the accessories that go with to tell, again, a visual story. And I would literally, we had all the bags lined up, the camera was there was a host of photo props that had to be used as well. And I'm just switching them out. It's like, okay, so I've photographed this one, let me go to the next one. I'm photographing that one, let me go to this one. And every single thing has a story. Obviously, the items I am pulling for the lay flat actually fit in the bags. So we're not just pulling random stuff. We are pulling things that I would actually carry in the bag. But it is about telling a particular story, switching out the accessories, and making sure that there is a consistency in how I am telling the story. So about those accessories, yeah, I have to go through my entire home pulling things. Some things are old, some things are new, but again, I want the accessories that I am using to match what actually happens in real life. So I keep a desk, or a table if you will, a mobile table of all the things so I can quickly pull things in and out, and it saves me time in preparing for the very next lay flat that needs to be photographed. It just makes it really easy. How much time does this take? It takes time. Again, this is, we assume that a 30-minute video takes 30 minutes. I would say if I had to put it all together, 4, 5, maybe even 6 hours, because we haven't even talked about editing. This is just to get the stuff together. Yeah. I would love to say that I record some of the bigger projects all at once, but that would be an awful lie. A lot of times when I'm working on these things, it will be over a number of days, and then by the time I actually release it, it could be weeks later. Now, some people get their stuff recorded and they are like done, and I love it. I need to get there, maybe, or maybe not. But in my case, because again, I have an idea as to what I want to see, and I actually write down what B-roll I would like to use when I'm going to tell a certain part of the story. And I typically do work off the cuff. Very few things are scripted. I just like to start talking and call it a day. There is a lot that needs to be recorded that does not include any kind of words. So this again is just recording, in this particular case, the handbags. We go from photographing them, still images, to now I need to record the B-roll that is going to accompany the story that we're sharing with everybody. Yeah, more time and more time. It should also be noted that sometimes I'm not always a fan of what is recorded, so we don't always see all of the footage. There's a lot of extra footage recorded. What did they say? You know, when you're out there as either a videographer or a photographer, you like to do a little extra because there's a very good chance you're going to throw away something, or when you believe you have it, you realize once you get back and you're looking at it on the computer, you don't have it. So you get a lot of extra. So I do record a lot of extra footage that may never see the light of day. I'll look at it and I'll observe it and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and trash this. And I don't always get it on the first try, which is typical. Like that's just how it works when you're recording something. Think movies. Like people really do believe that anybody out here who's recording content for YouTube or Instagram or TikTok is just doing something. There's a lot of work behind the scenes. For every single person who puts anything out here, there is work. And the more detailed it is, yes, the more time it does involve. And so for me, I enjoy it though. I will say that I do enjoy it. I have a gajillion ideas in my head of how I want to see something. Most of the time it comes out the way I want it to come out, and then every blue moon it does not. And then I have to start over again. Now, in true photographer, videographer fashion, I have a thing for toys. And so because again, I really have these ideas of how I want something to be seen, I had to bring in some of my other toys. So I do use for some of my videos a camera slider, and this allows me to use my phone and I can make it go 100% like normal speed, or I can slow it down to a snail's pace, but it allows me to capture different views of what I am creating without being on the ground. Now, I am not the most stable person. Most people are not. The human hands are always shaking. Photographers know that. That's why we have the image stabilization in our cameras. But in this particular case, when I want to run through something, get a side shot, get an above shot, or do something where I am pushing into a product or I am pulling out of a product, then I am bringing in the slider. So when I said that I have to do a lot of recording, okay, let me not say it like that because I don't have to do it, it is a want. But when I am going to do all of the recording and we are batching the work, we are batching the work because once I put this up, I'm going to do all the parts that need to have the camera slider and then I'm taking it down. This again is just another part of the B-roll that would be the video that again helps to accentuate a certain part of the story. I love a good shot where we are zooming into, say, the logo, or we're zooming into a certain feature of the handbag. I love it. I also like it when it's a transition where I can pull out. It's just, you know, in my head, that's what I want to see. Do I have to do it? Of course not. But when I do it and it looks good, happy camper over here. Now this is, for those who want to know, the GVM camera slider, which is extremely easy to use. I love how it connects very fast on my phone. It's Bluetooth enabled, has a very long battery. You could do it auto, you could do it manual. Sometimes I do it manual so I can make it stop at a certain place, but it could be auto as well. And so I like bringing this puppy out, give me some different angles depending on what I'm recording, either myself or something else. And here's a little footage that we created with it. Look at that, don't you love it? I can never, well, I like how that dog she's out. I could never move this slow in real life. Just could not do it. But the cool thing is we have these tools available, so it allows us to record images and video that, you know, years ago we thought we'll never be able to get that. And now you can. And without a gimbal. There you go. Didn't use a gimbal. So there's always something that we could use. Now, if you've gotten this far in the video, God bless you for staying around to see all of my foolishness and to hear the ramblings of one creator on YouTube. But yeah, so now that we've got it all done, I got to put all this back. It does not put itself back. I am waiting for the day when I can create something and literally tear up my house and then the house just put itself back together, kind of like Bewitched. So yeah, so it did take some time unpacking everything, putting all the shirts and things back and putting all the bags back into their dust bag. It's you know, it's work. And then you realize, wow, there's a lot going on in here. But sometimes you say, you know, maybe I should carry that bag this week now that I brought it out and I forgot that I had it. Not that we forget. We sometimes get accustomed to using a particular bag because we like it so much, and then we don't carry other bags based on the season. I mean, hey, that's why we have a handbag collection, no? Isn't that it? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Finally finished recording everything, capturing everything. Now we gotta put it all away. Yeah. That's a job. Hey, it's Gwendolyn. Thank you for watching this video. I sincerely appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this content, I would love it if you would like and share. And if you want to see more, check out this playlist or this other suggested video and subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you soon.